Welcome to Tuesday Reacts in Love and Marriage Huntsville. I got it right this time, y'all, because I had kept deleting it. Oh, well, it's going to be juicy today. So, Letitia and Kiki was riding in the car, and Letitia was saying, I still don't understand why Tiffany is so worried about her marriage. And she said, I understand. She said, I understand. She said, because it's so much I got on her that went on in her marriage that's out here in these Huntsville streets. I just said, Lord. And she said, they gonna stop seeing the nice Letitia and they gonna start seeing the really, really Letitia. I said, girl, go sit down. Then it was like they was talking about how they had a one bedroom with two of them, and it was just so fun. They acting like they was doing something. Whatever. So moving right along, because I got a lot to tell y'all. So moving right along, Tisha, she was very upset about that. But moving right along. So Big Lou and Tiffany went to the doctor for the sonogram to see how and what the doctor was saying and see how the baby was doing. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm talking a little bit fast. So they said the baby was doing fine. And I think they said it was a boy. And then Big Lou said, how you gonna be able to handle this and work too? She said, I'll be able to handle that. I have a lot of sick days. So, but a man ain't gonna not help his wife, with the newborn baby. So, okay. So, moving right along, Kimmy popped up where Melanie was teaching the kids about real estate. Her and the guy, I can't remember the guy name, but Melanie said, this is the guy I have been telling you about. And she said, I know you trying to get your business up and running. And she said, so y'all hook y'all together. She said, I'll text you his number. So Melanie told Kimmy, um, I'm so proud of you. After all you've been going through, you will never know because you step out here and you dressed to kill. And I do agree with that. And Kimmy said she don't really tell Melody about Montel events because Melody told her, I don't hear nothing about Montel and what he got going on. And Kimmy said, as a woman, I could do nothing but respect it, especially when it's hard to get over somebody, especially what you're going through in a divorce and co-parenting. Okay. Woo, y'all. So, Monso and Montel called Tiffany to meet up with Tiffany because what Tiffany said at Montel event by talking to Sheree. She came back and told Montel what Tiffany said. And Montel said, what Tiffany say? Tiffany said, when you know a lot about your new boo, you know what I'm saying? Is it okay with you to date a cheater? And have you met uh Melody? And she said no. And or have you met the kids? And she said no. And so I haven't met Melody. She said, but Melody was in one of my book signings. And I was just saying, well, then you saying if you ain't met Melody, how was just at your book signing? That didn't make sense to me. So, and with that, Tiffany and Marcel and Martell met. Marcel have a lot to say about really, and it was like what Tiffany was saying is this ain't got nothing to do with him. This is about Montel and how Montel asked me to meet up with him. So Montel got mad about the situation and how everything was going on and grabbed his books and he left. But I feel like if you was that worried about what Tiffany was saying, then you should have stayed and talked to her. But now you didn't stay and talk to her because it all goes back to Missy Montiel, and along with one of the Scott brothers. They just messy. Another thing came up. So Big Lou, which is Tiffany's husband, they met up. And so Tiffany, and I don't blame her, Tiffany told Big Lou what had went on and how both of them felt like they was ganging up on her. Montel asked her to meet him, and then Montel had a lot to say. So he said, "Oh, really?" He said, "I'm gonna have to check him." And as a man, that's what you supposed to do. Check your wife. Because she told him everything she asked right. And she was just looking out for her friend, you know, because everybody that knew Neil that put this production together, it's like they're apart. You know, they don't respect Mel. You understand? They more respect Montel. Montel more right, and she's more wrong. Okay, so after he said that, so they meet up, and he tells Montel, "Don't ever in your life." This is what he tell Montel: "Confront my wife without me. If you feel like you want to confront somebody, you should have confronted me." And I do agree. And Marcel tried to jump in because Big Luke was finna tear Montel head off his body. But child, that's just me. So y'all, I have another subject about love and marriage Huntsville. It have to do with Melanie. So Carson, this girl, Coleslaw told Carson that Montel wanted her to fake a page, fake a a page, and explore um, a videotape of him and Mel. Mel says she kind of believed it because she said that sounds like something that Montel would do. So, but like I was watching the panel because the panel came on Sunday, and like everybody was saying, this man don't put her through so much. You know, that's why she's asking for her boundaries, her peace. You know, it came to a point she really wants to move out of Huntsville, but she can't because by law she got to stay in Huntsville where them kids can see they daddy. because if y'all remember back when she said this, she had already said she would have never married Montel because Montel is such a punk. And now that you look at it, if you just go back and look at every video that she ever made, you can see what she talking about. But what made me mad was Huntsville, Huntsville, and Tiffany showed up at the event, Montel event. And then not only that, Carson and Tiffany showed up at Melody's tea party. When Kimmy was meeting with Melody, she said, "Well, how did you feel about your tea party event?" I said to myself, "Oh, here she go, being messy." And Melody said, "I don't know what to think about." She said, "Did you think what happened between you and Stormy mother was going to happen?" She said, "No, I didn't. If anybody, I thought Stormy would say what she had to say." And I agree. It's like everybody's saying Stormy don't know how to speak up for herself. It's all about her mama. Oh, matter of fact, I thought I was almost through, y'all. So Tiffany wanted to meet up with Stormy because Tiffany said, I would thought you'll be more on my side. So Stormy said, I was just trying to put everything out on the table. You know what I'm saying? And Stormy said, because I knew if I didn't say nothing to Mel, I knew my mama was going to say something. So she said, Tiffany said, and Stormy, first she let Stormy talk. Stormy said, well, me and Melody had a one-on-one, and she said, I just look at it from where it's worth. You know what I'm saying? So, she said that um it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And she said, which is Tiffany, I look in talking one on one with Kiki. She said, but I don't think that's never gonna happen. I just thought it was a whole bunch of mess where they bring Carson to the event, which to Mets Melanie event and to Montel event. But a lot of people are thinking to themselves that Montel had all of that set up because Coleslaw ain't got the brain or the mind to set all that up. I was like, y'all, I was laughing. I was really laughing. So it was this past Saturday, Love and Marriage Huntsville was pretty good. It's pretty good. If you never have watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, I ask you to go watch it. Everybody's saying that their ratings going down and that they Carlos Queen trying to make it a drama show, but they said just without Carlos King, they think the show would be much better. And one guy said that he just think that the show just need to be cut off for 6 months or a year. But I'ma say this. In every show, it's some drama. When it comes to reality, there's a lot of drama. If Melody say to Carlos King, I want you to buy me out. Without Melody, it would be no show. Because Melody had put all of them on. And I didn't know that until later on when they was doing that panel. I didn't know that. But which I did see Melody Cherie, aka Melody Ho, was the executive producer. Cause she the one brought the information to the table, the show to the table. Because Montel Ho ain't got no business behind. Everybody know and knew Melody was behind everything. And then they were saying that how Montel won the Father of the Year. And everybody on the panel was saying, how? And what Father of the Year? Because a father's not going to do what you do. And they were saying he does some trifling stuff just to get back at Mel, you know. And they said at the reunion, it was, she was crying. And it was almost like he was wanting to cry, but he didn't cry. It ain't nobody's fault that you broke up your family but your own. And I do agree when they say that because Montel the one slept with Cold Star and then had a baby by her. It could be something different. I think him and Melody could have worked it out. But it was the fact that your side piece had a baby by you. And then everybody was also saying that a lot of women on there said, I know a lot of women's is my friends. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They are mistresses and side pieces, but they don't act like how Coleslaw act. Coleslaw will let this man whisper in her ear about anything. And he don't even care for her. If no relationship works out with his previous girl or his previous boo, he can always go back to Coleslaw because he know she's gonna always take him back. And I do agree with him, everybody on that panel. I do. See, Melody not like that. Melody kept it stepping and kept it moving. Just like Christelle, Clarence, and Queen. Christelle tried so hard to break Clarence and Queen up. But he not realizing even if they break up, she's still not gonna come back to him. And the people that like him and love him and support him, they talk mad stuff about her. But to be honest, he was saying he's still not understanding why react. Clarence react about everything else. And I'm gonna say this, y'all. The reason why I feel like Clarence ain't reacting is because Queen told him not to. But that's another story. I'ma record about that. So I'ma close this. I was just trying to give some hypothetical suggestions.